Good morning, or I should say good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. It's Monday. I don't know what day Monday. I have no idea, but it's Monday in April. Second week, I believe, of April. I made a roast chicken last night. I put it in my Showtime, and I couldn't find my string because you got to tie up the legs and then it'll go flapping. But I did try to do it anyway and it didn't work, which did not help with my anxiety either yesterday. But so I cooked it in the oven. So we had a chicken dinner yesterday, and I'm gonna make some chicken soup for tonight. And I got some bread in the bread machine. And yeah, because we're out of bread. I've been making my own bread. And I do buy the sourdough at Aldi's. It's got good ingredients in it. It's all just flour, salt, and yeast, I think. It's a sourdough. Bob has every weekend off. I got some celery. I washed all this stuff already. Celery, carrots, and onions. I have two ways I do my soup. I'll just put celery and onions and make a stock. Which might be what I'm gonna do. Because I need to get a stock first. But I'm gonna cut this stuff up. What I'm gonna do, yeah, see, I'm all over the place because this anxiety, it takes me forever to do anything. I cooked a chicken dinner last night. I made baked potatoes because it was easier, and I had the chicken, and I made some broccoli, and I'm thinking something's not missing. I don't know what it is. I couldn't figure it out. And this morning I realized the stovetop, it was missing. I didn't even, and it took me all day to do that because my anxiety was so high. I stayed in bed a lot yesterday. Yeah, I did call the doctor this morning. 9:15 I called him. It's 11:30 now, so we'll see. I'm sure I'm not the only person that's wants to talk to the doctor. I've got my water over here. So I'm going to put some water in here. And I'm going to start this the stock. When I make stock, I usually you need to put the chicken in there. Fill it up as high as you can because you want it to, cook and simmer down. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do is actually what I'm gonna do is just put this whole thing right in. This is all good. Stick it right in there. Oh yeah. And I fill it right up to the top. Because it's gonna boil down and concentrate. I put these wings in here too. Probably overflow it now. And cats will probably eat this. Maya might eat this chicken leg. She loves chicken legs, so I don't want to put that in there. In fact, I'll wrap it up in here. Stick it in the refrigerator. Do a big snack for her when she comes home from school. And this I put in the dog food tonight. She usually gets extra little scraps. Save the stuff out during the day. I did pre-test my yeast before I used it because it did get bubbly. So let's hope that it's bubbly enough. And yeah, it's not expired. And I asked ChatGPT how to do that. So what I'm gonna do, and see, after I get the broth, I'm gonna drain it off, take all the stuff out, put it in a bowl, and then even take the stock out. Or I'll use another pan. And then I'll take my vegetables and my onions and my carrots and my celery and kind of cook them a little bit, put the broth back in with the chicken you're gonna put in there, and just let it simmer. And I usually put a little bit, this stuff is the best. This stuff is the bomb. I love this stuff. And it helps It helps a lot. Always add this before I add salt, because this can be a little salty. It depends on what you're making. Some things eat up salt. Oh, there's a message. The phone rings. I gotta go. It might be the doctor. I just asked him to call it in. I quit taking the stuff about 3 months ago, and I guess when you're crying every day and you just have no energy, you know, I'm pushing myself right now. I want to go home. I want to go in my bed, put the covers over me. You know, that's what I really do feel like doing right now. It's 92 degrees today outside. It is so hot that there's no way I'm going for a walk. But Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is supposed to be in the mid-70s, and the humidity is not going to be as high. So I'm going to be working out on the porch to get that 90% done before the heat gets here. I was hoping I would have another, not a really hot day. We took the carpet out of the living room over the weekend. We changed the living room around. I've gotten all the stuff that I needed to get organized in the back room there, which you will be seeing a before and after. But she's been kind of doing her room a little bit, and all of Amaya's toys and stuff we just kind of put in there. And next weekend she's going to go through all of that and keep what she's going to keep and donate a lot of it, because she's got way too much. I mean, the room, I had the room pretty much cleaned out, and then it looks a mess again. But it's not a mess. It's all toys that have to be gone through, thrown away, donated, whatever. And so that's happened over the weekend. Amaya went and saw the Easter Bunny. I didn't go. Like I say, I probably should have. But I didn't want to. And it was warm yesterday. I don't do good in the heat. The heat and me do not get along. So this morning I got up, I took a nice hot shower. I said, I'm not gonna let this get to me, even though it is. And I know if I can get that medicine, I will start feeling better. Maybe I shouldn't have got off it when I did, but I was feeling better and I thought I had everything under control. And I'm sure a lot of it has to do with my past. You know, I'll be 62 in June, and I didn't have the greatest childhood, and but I've gotten over that. This, I truly believe in my heart, is what has happened to me in the last 10 years. Between my marriage, my mom dying, my husband dying, my husband getting sick, getting cancer, clearing the cancer, doing great. We decided we were to split up. I went here, he went there. Little did I know, he turned into a drug addict. But that's a whole nother story. And then he died. He died a lot sooner than he should have. But he has free will. We all have our own choices. And my choice is not to be like that. He needed a long time ago. I didn't know he was a drug addict. I had no idea. I was surprised when I came. We're not going there. I'm so sorry. One day, little by little, when I start feeling better, I'm going to do little parts about stuff. And, yeah. But I need to get over this. I don't need to be talking about this right now, because this just sets up with my anxiety. And my mom's cat, it's old. One day she's going to die. Next day she looks fine. That's driving me crazy, because I don't like anything suffering. That's my fault. I understand that. But, come on, people. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. I'm just kind of, I put a little salt in here. And I'm just going to cut up these vegetables. Dinner's going to be a real quick, simple thing. We're going to have soup, and I'm going to make open-faced toasted cheese sandwiches. Wish I had some tomatoes. I'd put that on there, but I don't. I love toasted open-faced. Oh, I love it. With the white American cheese, the best. With some soup, and that's what we're going to have for dinner. We do eat a lot of soup. We like soup. Not so much when the summer's coming, so I know my soup days are coming to an end. I just want to peek at this. Oh, it looks so good. I'm just worried about the rising, because that's the only yeast I have. See, I have this yeast here. The other ones, I had the little packets, and I used them up already, and I found this I was cleaning out stuff. But this doesn't expire till August of 2025. So I did test it, and we'll see. And if not, then, you know, I'll have to go get some more yeast. I need more bread flour anyway. And yeah, so I am gonna let this cook. I'm gonna chop up my stuff, and when I go to do the next step, I will be back, because I'm sure you don't want to hang around looking at me for another 2 hours, hour or so. But anyway, yes, we all must keep laughing. Just keep laughing. I keep myself laugh, talk, be happy. In the back, you're going, I just want to put a cover over my head. I do. But anyway, I'm going to go, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye. Okay, it's simmering, and I'm going to let this simmer. I put the little ends of the stuff that I was chopping up, because this is all going to get sieved out or filtered out. I can't even think of the word. You know what? Strained out. So I'm going to let this go like this for maybe about an hour or a couple hours. And then I will put the soup together and I will show you back. This makes such good stock. And I'll tell you what, stock with the roasted chicken takes it to the next level. All right, I'll be back. Okay, now the soup. See how far down it is? It's been cooking about 2 hours. Low simmer. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to I have a big old straining spoon thing here, and this part here might need a little extra help. Just a tad bit of, maybe a tablespoon of an oil, any kind of oil you like. And this is probably hot enough. And I'm going to put in the carrots, the celery, and the onions. And we're just going to kind of let them cook a little. They don't have to get softened, but just to kind of get a start to it, you know? And I do want to taste this broth here to see if I need to add anything to it. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. As it is now, I don't need to add anything to it. But once I add the vegetables and stuff, I may need to add some of this because, oh, getting a phone call. Oh, I got, hang on a minute. Yeah, it's not. The doctor's office called me back, and he's calling in a prescription for me. Prozac. It's the only thing he seems to he'll give me. I need to find another doctor, but so many things have been I haven't been doing that I normally should be doing. It's just the way it is. I'm not making excuses. It's the way it is. And, yeah. So he's going to call that in, and then I have a telecompter visit Wednesday, because he wanted, you know, whatever. I'm sure he has to in order for his end. I know how, I have a lot of family in medical. I know how it all works. Yeah, so that's what's going on now. My bread is, it looks like it's rising. I don't want to open it up. It only has an hour left, and it hasn't even baked yet. So I think the only baking time is like 30 minutes. So it looks like it's rising. I've got to peek. Oh yeah, it's working. It's working good. Oh good, I'm so glad. That will be good for tonight. Yes, I'm just going to kind of sweat these out a little bit. I'm going to put a little water in it. Turn this down. The pot's really hot. I want them to kind of sweat. I don't want them to brown, you know. So just let that sweat a little. Put a lid on. Use this lid here. I don't feel like digging for the other one, which is down. I don't want to bend because of my back. But that's that. So, that's what I'm doing at this point. And making sure they're not browning. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah. A little more on that. Another 5 minutes on that. And then I'm going to add my broth back. And then I'll be back with you. Okay. I found these two. These noodles, I'm going to put these noodles in it. Found them in my closet when I cleaned it out the other day. And they're still good for another year, so I'm good there. Okay, the vegetables are sweated, you know. The carrots by no means are going to be soft. And then, ooh, that's hot. I might have to do it this way. Because that is just too hot. And I'm going to start adding until I can pick this up. Take the more out of there and I should be able to pick it up. I'm not going to strain it because there's no bones in it and I don't mind those little pieces. All good. And there we go. Now I'm going to have that. I'm going to get that to a boil and then I'm going to have it to a simmer. I found a little package of peas too, frozen peas I'm going to put in here, but I'm going to do that at the end. So that'll be good in there. I'm going to take some of that chicken, I'm going to put that in there. I'm not going to really put it in there right now, but I'm going to let this cook for about 20 minutes and then I'm going to give it a taste and see if I need to add more salt. Do I need to add a little bit of this? I have gravy, some chicken gravy, which is good. And sometimes I might even add some of that in there, but I don't think this is going to need it. You know, this came out good. And see how much stock I have left? Oh, Lord. Somebody calling it, you know, says potential spam. So, you know. And it was saying that it stops recording, so if there's any bip in here, which I'll know when I'm editing. But anyway, you see how much stock I have left? Now I filled up even though there was a whole chicken in there. But that, I let the, you know, it was filled to the top and let it go down to about that far. And then you've got, oh, it is so good. So like I said, I want this to cook with the vegetables because you're adding ingredients, and if you don't season those ingredients, then you're diluting your seasoning from what you've already made. But sometimes you don't need it. That's, you just never know. Every time I cook this soup, make any soup, it's different. It could be, who knows, I don't know. I can never, it could be the way you're feeling. I'm even surprised the dinner turned out as good as it did yesterday because of the way I was feeling. Somebody sent a post. I get very distracted, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. My brain is all over the place. Okay, it's coming to a boil. So I'm going to turn it down on low. And I'm going to let that, I am going to put a lid on it. Because I don't want it to, evaporate. Because we already did that. I think I'm going to, I don't know if I should cook these first. Ooh, cheese spritzel, that sounds good too. You take these noodles and you layer them in. You cook them to their instructions, then you lay them in a casserole dish, Swiss cheese and butter, and bake in the oven at 375 for 5 minutes or until browned. Then it says browned till it's browned, and then the next word is brown the chopped onions and add to the top of the cheese spritzel. I may have to try that. I think I got these at Big Lots. I think they're going out of business now. I'm sure you can get them online. Alrighty, well, I'm jabbering too much. I will talk to you in a little bit. I'm going to go pick up my prescription probably when I go to get Amaya. Hopefully it'll be ready by then. And, because I think I'm going to lay down for a little bit. Not long, because I'm going to leave this on low. So, I just want to rest my back and just kind of decompress a little bit. But I will be back with you in a little bit. And thanks for hanging out with me. Yeah. It makes me feel better. It helps my anxiety. Believe it or not, it really does. And I knew that over the weekend. I kept saying video, and I'm, you know, and I am stubborn too. And I just wasn't feeling good. Because I'll tell you something else that happened. I was cleaning out the refrigerator Friday. And this, I have one of those seltzer water makers, and I had a bottle in the refrigerator, and I was moving stuff, and that thing fell, bounced on the floor, hit me in the shin, and I mean, it raised up like that, and it's got a big old dent in it, bloody old dent, scab. That was it for the day. You know, I was done. Thank God it didn't happen till later on the day, because I had most of what I needed to get done. And I think that kind of set me, see how things set me in a roller coaster? And I kind of know what it is. I can handle problems and issues, but when it's one thing after another, even if it's minute, it's, you know, I don't know. I can't help it. But this is, I'm going to go. I'll be back in a little bit when the soup's all ready. Bye. Okay, this is what it looks like after it's cooked for about another hour with the lid on. And I'm going to give it a good taste here. And I'm going to see if it needs anything. It really doesn't. That is pretty good. But I think I am going to add just a little bit of this, because I'm going to add egg noodles and chicken to it, so I don't want it to be diluted, the flavor. And then I'm going to add the chicken back into it. I'm going to add about this much, almost a tablespoon. Stir it on in there. And I'm going to add this chicken back. I don't have you on the tripod. I said I could do it without the tripod. There we go. We got some nice chicken in there. And then I'm going to turn it off actually, because it's only like a little after 2. I'm going to turn it off. And then a little bit before dinner, or maybe when I come back from getting the baby, or maybe I'll do it before, I will cook the noodles in it. And then get the rest of this all cleaned up and wiped down. And then the bread came out very nice. It just came out. It's hot. I'm going to let it cool. It's a 1.5 pound loaf, so it's not as big as the other one I made. The other one was a 2 pound. This recipe was 1.5 pounds. So, I'm going to let that cool nicely, and I just woke up. Well, I didn't wake up, I was laying down, and then I heard this go off, and I lay down a few more minutes, the bread machine going off. Yeah, I'm going to call the pharmacy to see even if they got the prescription, and then I'm going to relax and clean up this kitchen, and wait to pick up the baby. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, the soup is done. I did add more noodles because it didn't seem like enough, but this is perfect. This is the way I know they're going to like it. The baby's eating hers, And I made her a grilled cheese sandwich. She don't really care for the open, and it is delicious. I'm gonna wait for my daughter before I eat. And let me turn your I'm in my night clothes. I'm done for the day. I called the doctor's office about 2:30, 3 o'clock to see. Well, actually, I called the pharmacy and they said no, they had no thing of the prescription. So I called the doctor's office about, might have been like 1:30 because I laid down about that time. It was right after I laid down, before I laid down. And she said, no, he hasn't signed off on it. They've been really busy. I said, I just want to make sure it's, it's fine if I don't get it till tomorrow. And she said, well, he'll get it signed tonight. You may not be able to get it till tomorrow. We'll see what, I said, no problem. So I went and lay down, went and got the baby, came home, fed her, and I'm relaxing. And then I got a text from the pharmacy saying my prescription's ready at 4:30. And I'm already undressed. I'll go in the morning. They open up at 8, I think. The pharmacy opens up at 8. Might even open up earlier. Not sure, but I'll go get it tomorrow because I have another errand I have to run, so I can do it all at once. And so that's good. So I'm going to end this part of this video here for this day. I think it's been long enough. I am feeling better because I know something's coming, and I'm just really really trying. I took a shower this morning, did the shower meditation, and and I laid down, I listened to, it does help, but it's rough, but I'm feeling better. Tomorrow I'm going to work on the porch, and I hope that just doesn't set off my anxiety again, but I got to do it, so I'm getting pills for it to get me through it. I'll talk to you all tomorrow, and you'll have a wonderful night. Bye.